Now, next up is something very different. The Soul Keepers Sanctum, a new castle faction. Ooh, how dare you introduce a new faction? Terrible thing to do. But in this instance, really cool. Reminds me a bit of World of Warcraft originally, like when it first came out. God, 20 odd years ago now, is it? Must be about that. And I haven't played it since, so it's probably changed a great deal since then, but that's the sort of vibe that I'm getting. Certainly a very large and impressive looking build, and combines our Wolfpack faction against the new skeletal army of the Soul Keepers. And just a note on this, because I have said in the past I'm not very keen on skeletons being included in these sets because, you know, they're so easy to come by, they're not really minifigs, etc., etc. But I will very happily make an exception here simply because of the way they've all been combined together, and some in larger, interesting ways. I mean, of course, you've got like this bone golem and the dragon as well, which are awesome, but even the skeletons and just having them mixed and matched, I feel they look really cool. And this is a set actually that would really promote play and sort of a battle style, more so than many that I can ever remember seeing. So in that respect, it's really cool. Got a very interesting styling in its architecture. I nearly didn't include it in this video because, as I said, I'm going to do a separate video focusing on the other medieval sets, okay, the non-castle sets. But I feel just because of the subject matter and everything, this does classify itself more as a castle than anything else. I think that Sanctum can be included under that, certainly for purposes of this video, and it's a really cool looking thing. I love the use of some of these pieces as well. That is an awesome choice, and there's just loads of fun going on here. I'm trying to keep a general train of thought as I guide you through this, but I keep seeing different stuff which is grabbing my attention, and that's great in a set. I mean, look, having a couple of little boats as well is cool. The build of the dragon is awesome. Just look at the really skeletally gothic architecture that's gone into making up the Sanctum itself. You know, this really is a standalone piece. It's not going to go alongside any of the other castles that we've currently had from Bricklink or Lego. It is just its own story, and that is cool. I applaud that. And actually, I think it's good enough to start sort of its own subgenre. This is the kind of set where you could have factions battling one another. It's kind of D&D-ish in that regard, or as I've said, World of Warcraft. You know, if this is the Keeper, the Soul Keepers one, I'd like another in a similar style for the Wolfpack and other factions, and you could just have it all on a giant board and get your friends around and have so much fun with this. And I think that's what really draws me to it. It's intriguing from a displayability point of view. I can't say that it's, you know, that's its really strong point, because if you were just displaying this, then whilst it's fun and different, that's not where its strength lies. This, for me, is all about the playability factor, and sometimes that's all that a Lego set needs to be. It's a toy, after all. I know we collect it, I know we display it, I know we pay a lot of money for it, but it is a toy, and it should bring the joy that you remember it from having it as a child, and this is super cool in that regard. So I don't know how well it will fare in voting because it is just so different, but for what it's worth, I like it a lot. I think it's a pretty brave and cool concept to go with.